Hey everybody, I'm Christy Vogt coming in from the western slope of Colorado. Just sharing with you, if you have not been on the LifeVantage products or need a better understanding of the LifeVantage products, you are in the right place at the right time. We're leading the way in Nutrigenomics, and our products are, I promise you, different than anything you've ever heard about or known about. We're leading the way in Nutrigenomics. So like, just look at these photos here, these before and after photos of just a few years being on the product. No, this is not a weight loss company. It's not a weight loss product. We're reducing inflammation in our bodies. Can you see that in the faces of these girls? Reducing inflammation. Inflammation is the #1 leading cause of age and disease. So super important information. Nutrigenomics is the study of taking nutritional compounds and formulating them to change gene expression. So it's a way to formulate them where our bodies actually recognize what we're putting into it. And I can legally say that our Protandim products change gene expression. No longer can we blame our genetics on so many things, you guys, like, heart disease and diabetes, Alzheimer's, most cancers, autoimmune diseases. We can literally change the course through a good diet and lifestyle and nutrigenomic products. So I want you guys to think about your daily conversations. So I got interested in all of this 25 years ago. I started off as a young medical esthetician. I've been married to my husband Dave for 35 years. We raised 4 kids. They're all adults now. I have 7 grandkids. But I was just a young working mom, working alongside physicians, doing fancy treatments on people's skin to help them, improve their skin. And they're in my chair for an hour or 2 hours at a time. And I'm just, talking to them. I'm listening to their stories. And it didn't take me long to realize, oh my gosh, like everybody's pretty much expressing the same health concerns to me. It doesn't matter how old they are, if they're male or female, or how much money they have. They are telling me how they're just not feeling well, stressed out, aches and pains, headaches, migraines, a lot of headaches and migraines, gut issues, hormone issues. So I then actually started reading on the skin what they were telling me, because the skin's our largest organ on our body. It's a telltale sign of what's going on the inside. Fast forward 6 years, I started working for a physician practicing anti-aging medicine, who back in the day, there weren't that many practicing like anti-aging and disease prevention. Thank goodness there's more and more healthcare professionals coming on board in that arena. But in 2004, he sent me to an A4M medical conference in Chicago. And it was the year that all of the scientists and physicians who were studying aging and disease came up with one huge discovery. And that was at the root of every single disease that they looked at, and at the root of just aging itself, was cellular oxidative stress, which is the root of inflammation. So that's where I shifted my journey. I actually read the largest study ever done on cancer, got my nutrition certification through that program, whole food, plant-based nutrition. So I want you guys to think about your daily conversations, with your friends, your family, your spouse, right? I mean, if you talk long enough, you're going to unroof some health concerns. It's really, really prevalent these days. And why is it? Like, why are we feeling so bad? And what are most people doing? Most people are just grabbing vitamins and supplements off the shelf. Unfortunately, vitamins and supplements, you guys, there's no regulations. So some of the studies are showing are antioxidant vitamins like A, C, and E are doing more harm in our bodies than good. Our bodies don't recognize high doses of synthetic vitamins like vitamin C. We should be getting it from plant foods, real food. Same thing with people, how many of you take or used to take ibuprofen like it was candy? I know Dave, my husband here, he, just took it like everybody else does, with a little ache and pain or a headache here or too much exercise. He would take ibuprofen. Pop it like candy, sleeping aids and energy drinks. The problem, you guys, is we're just masking the root cause of what's happening. We've got to address the root cause if we're going to make any changes in our body. So what's happening now is our environment is so different than generations before us. Since the Industrial Revolution, we have been exposed to 85,000 more chemicals. You guys, not 85,000 more chemicals. So back, in our before the Industrial Revolution, our ancestors grew their own food from soils that were loaded with vitamins and minerals. We're supposed to be getting B12 and lots of other minerals from our soils. They're completely depleted of that now, right? And filled with herbicides and pesticides. They were just physically more active. They were getting natural vitamin D. They were eating from locally sourced farms. They weren't exposed to all the processed foods and fast foods and stress and EMFs that we're getting from, our cell phones and microwaves, and their air was cleaner and their water was cleaner. So what happens very simply is that we're exposed to toxins. Toxins create free radicals. The free radicals attack our cells, and the attack on the cell is called cellular oxidative stress or inflammation. And it's at the root of all of these. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm losing my voice. So from our brains to our eyes, to our hearts, to our lungs, to our guts. And if we're not neutralizing this oxidative stress, you guys, that's where we get into problems. So our hero product is Protandim NRF2. It's formulated with 5 separate plant ingredients. Turmeric. I know a lot of you are grabbing turmeric off the shelf and just taking it, or you're sprinkling it in your soups. You're going and drinking turmeric lattes or green tea lattes. You guys, that's all fine, but you're really not getting new nutritional benefits from these plant ingredients. And again, because there's no regulations, we don't know if that turmeric pill even has turmeric in it. And, plant sources have to be grown in the proper environment, picked properly, formulated properly to become bioavailable. But even if you're taking a really great turmeric, it's not activating our NRF2 like taking Protandim. So remember I told you how those toxins create free radicals attack our cells. Well, our cells have their own defense mechanism where they make antioxidants to neutralize that oxidative stress. But what's happening is we have such a higher toxic burden now than ever before that our poor little cells can't keep up with that. So Protandim was formulated by a microbiologist who knew that if we could figure out something to activate the cells to make antioxidants like they do when they're young and healthy, but if we could just keep that going every single second of every single day, that we would have something here. We could actually lower risk for disease. So he came up with all different formulas, synthetic formulas, plant-based formulas. In 2003, he came up with this specific formula. And then in all of the studies, he realized, wow, this Protandim is reducing oxidative stress by an average of 40% in the first 30 days. This is huge. So he put it out on, it was actually on retail shelves, CVS Pharmacy, GNC Pharmacy. He started writing his own papers about what was happening. Well, John Quinones of ABC Primetime Investigative Report, if you have not seen that, ask the person who invited you to watch this, to take a look at this. It's just a 6-minute report. But John Quinones is like, okay, I'm going to go debunk this theory. There's no way that if this plant-based pill containing those 5 ingredients really is lowering that oxidative stress, right? And lowering risk for disease. So he went to go interview the doctor on live TV. He gets his blood drawn. He takes Protandim every day for 2 weeks, goes back, gets his blood drawn again. And in 2 weeks, his oxidative stress levels went down 45%. So this is the reason we continue to share this ABC investigative report, you guys, is because it's the best third-party tool we can show you. It's proof it was investigated, and it was the catalyst that spawned other universities and institutions to do their own self-funded study on Protandim. And so what happened was there was $3 million in sales right after the ABC Primetime Investigative Report aired. And then slowly the sales died off. And in 2009, the company decided that we need to tell the story. The reason that we sold so many products after this report was because this story was told. The kid making $8 an hour at CVS pharmacy is not going to take the time and tell the story. So now we have it through direct sales. So we have a network of people that we're sharing the story with. So right now we have 28 published peer-reviewed clinical studies on PubMed.gov. That is our US Library of Medicine National Institutes of Health, NIH. You probably see that all over the news now, NIH studies. This is where our healthcare providers go to look at studies. And this, my friends, is what sets us apart. And this is why we've got so many healthcare providers now that distribute Protandim. These institutions right here, again, they put their own money into studying Protandim and to get it published. There's one study on osteoarthritis, one on multiple sclerosis. No, I cannot say that our products treat and cure mitigated disease because we're not a drug, thank goodness, but it lowers the #1 leading cause of diseases. Our National Institutes of Aging, which I was familiar with, studied Protandim, you guys, for 10 years. And at the end of the 10 years, they deemed that Protandim, yes, indeed, improves quality of life in male mammals because it does keep that oxidative stress levels at an all-time low every single day as long as you're taking it. It's not magic. It just simply means that your body has a better chance at working more optimally, at functioning and performing better. Once we lower that inflammation, our bodies can just continue working so much better. So I love using this as a vehicle to share my knowledge on nutrition. So a lot of you might be thinking, well, Christy, I eat antioxidants. Well, first of all, what is the one food group? There's only one food group that contain antioxidants that lower oxidative stress. If you want to put in the chat, if you already know this answer, let me know. Some people just yell out blueberries. Some people say salmon. No, I'm here to tell you it's food Mother Nature provides for us. Fruits and vegetables grown from the earth, beans, legumes, greens, herbs, they're the only food group that contain antioxidants that have the capability of lowering oxidative stress. So when we're eating antioxidants, it's like pouring a Dixie cup of water throughout our body, just neutralizing the flames. When we take Protandim every day, because it's activating our own bodies to make antioxidants, it's like a fire hose in every department of our body, just shooting up the flames. This is how significant it is. Okay, so continue eating lots of fruits and vegetables and different colors and in season. But if you do that along with taking your Protandim Nerve 2, like it's going to be a game changer. So this particular formula is in our hair system, our skin system, a system for our dogs and our horses, a beauty serum infused with CBD. I put a gold star by that because it is the most beautiful thing I've put on my skin in 25 years. And I am 85, so it works really, really well. I'm actually 55. 7 grandkids. Okay. And then this whole beauty line. And you guys, you know what? There's no chemicals, right? So most of those things out there, all of the things that I know that help with hair growth and stimulation, full of chemicals. Chemicals absorb through our skin in 20 seconds. So there's a whole new awareness. And I know this generation, I know our kids, our adult kids who are in their 20s and 30s, they do not want chemicals because they know the detriments of chemicals. So they are looking for skincare and hair care without chemicals that actually work. This is the bottom picture is a friend of mine. She was 28 years old, just had twin boys, losing her hair, had alopecia, tried everything. And this is 5 weeks on her hair system. And the skin, you guys, here's a graphic down here, same human skin sample, using Retin-A on one side and our anti-aging cream on the other. And in 7 days, the anti-aging cream did a better job at collagen synthesis. Collagen's a big buzzword now, right? This gal in the middle here, Milena, this says it all to me. So 4.5 years, she's taking the Vitality Stack, which I'm going to mention here in a minute, and using our skin system. No, she did not get Botox or lasers or peels. This is her body slowing down and aging, number one, and just functioning better. So she literally reversed aging. This gentleman here on the right, he had put anti-aging cream on one side of his face. So that's just the true science, I'm sorry, the whole line on one side. You can see the side that's lifted. And of course, when I look at inflammation like acne, rosacea, skin cancers, that's inflammation on the skin coming from within. So we've got to address the gut. I'm going to talk a little quieter. And you can't make this stuff up in pets, right? So look at these brothers, same dog, brothers, 7 years old, not same dog, brothers, 7 years old, one on NRF2, pet tandem, the other one not. Skin issues, anxiety with pets, and then horses. If anyone of you knows anyone in the equine community, please reach out to the person who invited you on this, because we've got something special to share. So I'm going to move on to a different part of our cell. Do you remember in 7th grade science when they talked about the mighty mitochondria? I think it was like on Sesame Street too or something, but the mitochondria is like the powerhouse of our cell. It's the brain of our cell. And as we get older, it starts to deplete. Well, once we're out of mitochondria, we're dead. We obviously need cellular energy. But you know what depletes cellular energy even more are things like popping ibuprofen every day like it's candy, pharmaceuticals, trauma, stress, eating poor food choices, not exercising, depletes mitochondria even quicker. So LifeVantage came up with a way to formulate 5 different plant ingredients to actually rebuild our mitochondria, boost the production, increasing cellular energy. So I want you just to take a moment. Think about every cell in your body. The energy is being increased and the inflammation is being decreased. Just these 2 products alone, you can imagine how people feel, right? Now, can you kind of understand this whole nutrigenomics, like taking nutritional compounds and formulating them to how our body recognizes them and functions better, right? And now can you kind of understand why like old school vitamins do not work? So just these 2 products alone are a game changer. Protandim NAD is our 3rd protandim product, and that's actually activating our longevity gene. There's so much science behind this. We could share 30-minute video of a physician explaining protandim NAD. This is huge news right now, activating our longevity gene. So we can certainly send you more information if you need it. Probio, we have to address the gut. In 460 BC, Hippocrates was quoted. He knew that all disease starts in the gut. There's a direct relationship between gut health and brain health. Think Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, dementia, anxiety, depression, our immune system. If our gut is unhealthy, we cannot absorb good nutrients from food. There's a direct relationship between gut health and weight management. So it has to start with the gut. Did you know that 1 course of antibiotics destroys our guts for 1 full year? It's really hard to bring gut health back. So most probiotics die when they hit the stomach acid. Ours actually is time released and gets that good nourishing bacteria to the small and large intestine, and you will feel it. If you have gut issues, you will feel probiotic at work within a few days. I don't say that about all the products, but with Probio, you will. We have a prebiotic that's super important. It's a powder that you put in water, and it is like the fertilizer for the probiotic. So I know my husband Dave and I are in the habit of, we just drink our prebiotic and take the probiotic at night, like on an empty stomach, sometime before we go to bed. And it does its work. And you can see the little poop emoji. I'm just saying. So fish oils, a lot of physicians are prescribing fish oils, but you know what happens? People start taking fish oils and then they stop because they start burping up fish and they think it just has to be that way. You know why you burp up disgusting fish burpees? Because your fish oils you were taking are loaded with disgusting fish that aren't pure and lots of different fillers that are actually really bad for you. So if you think about going to a restaurant and you order a piece of fish and you go home and you burp up disgusting fishy burps, wouldn't you think that was a bad piece of fish? I am not going to that restaurant again. So this is loaded with two sources only: Alaskan cod, Norwegian pollock, cold, clean water, fatty fish. That's it. You can test it from, if you have a bottle, the number on it, we can trace it all the way to the back, the boat that it was caught on. We test it for purity, potency, any kind of heavy metals. You can actually bite into the gel caps. I promise you. I challenge you. You can bite into it and it's just clean. So fish oils, omega-3s and 7s are so good for your heart and your brains and your eyes and your skins. So the Vitality Stack I mentioned to you that Milena took, and her insights were so healthy it showed on her skin. The Vitality Stack is the Protandim NRF2, reducing inflammation, oxidative stress, NRF1, rebuilding our mitochondria, ProBio for gut health, and omegas. Vitality Stack, the 4 products, that's what most people start on. And all of these different products work in synergy in our body, addressing all the different systems and organs in our bodies. Can you imagine? I know you're just like biting at the, you just chomping at the bit, ready to get started and feeling good. It's amazing. And even if you feel good, it's literally, it's preventative. It's helping your body function better and slow down aging and disease. It's won all sorts of awards. I have to talk about Axio, which is another product real quick. Axio is brain food. I want you to think about all the crazy energy drink market. People are drinking energy drinks like, it's like a $200 million market. So energy drinks are loaded with artificial colors and flavors and gives you this artificial stimulation, even the coffee drinks and tea drinks, right? Well, when we're tired and low energy, it's coming from our brains, most likely, unless you were up on an all-nighter, right? It's coming from our brain. We're fatigued. We're on our phones all the time. We're texting and stressed and multitasking. So what Axio does is it's loaded with B vitamins, and it is in a category called nootropics, where it turns on neurotransmitters. So it's a powder you flavor your water with, and within 20 minutes, you guys, you just feel a heightened sense of alertness in your brain, more focus, more energy, better mood, increased concentration. I have customers who are golfers that just drink it just because it helps with their golf game. So this is completely non-compliant. Do not share this photo, but I just have to, I love showing this because one of the distributors on our, in our organization is a neurologist, and he was seeing so many improvements on the NRF2 and Axio that he started doing brain mapping. So this is a brain mapping of ADD teen before and after NRF2 activation and Axio. So kids should be drinking this. Parents are now giving them Axio instead of Gatorades and Kool-Aids and lemonades. And they are, seeing actually higher test scores and all of that. If you're not in Vitality Rocks, which is our customer group, go in there and look at all of these amazing testimonials of these parents. And then right now is kind of that cold flu season. And a lot of people are taking extra zinc, and they're taking elderberry. So this is called Daily Wellness, and it's a drink right now that you can maximize your immunity, not with other products, but then drinking Daily Wellness on top of that to get your zinc and elderberry and C and D. And for the fermented yeast, it's not the yeast that you're thinking of. It's really good for your gut, actually. So our products are clustered in different categories depending on your needs and your concerns: gut, immune, metabolism. We even have eye health for, those of you that are on computers all the time and on your phones all the time and have eye fatigue. And I can't explain enough how amazing this business has been for me and how gratifying it's been, because I get text messages all day long from my customers and my team members about how good they feel, and thank you for sharing this product with us. Like my husband Dave, no more vitamin I, we call it ibuprofen. He has not had ibuprofen in 5.5 years. You know how happy that makes me? Less aches and pains for sure. Increased energy, better mood, deep sleep where you're dreaming again, healthier skin, nails, improved libido, helps with hangovers because of the glutathione. If you guys don't know what glutathione is, Protandim increases glutathione levels by 300%. To go out there and just go search glutathione and COVID, and you'll see what I mean. You can't supplement with glutathione. Glutathione is manufactured in our bodies by our bodies. So great for, of course, athletes, anybody with cells, obviously. Look at these kids having Axio stand instead of a lemonade stand. So life-changing products, we really are changing lives. Once you know what oxidative stress is, you don't want your friends to have it. Our shirts here say, friends do not let friends have oxidative stress. So for our customers, we have a really great incentive program where as soon as you become a customer, you have your own referral link. Every time you share that with a friend, they immediately get $10 off their product, and you get $10 credit towards your next purchases as a customer. And it's unlimited. You can share your link 10 times and get $100 off every month off your product. So it's really super awesome. And I really encourage you, knowing what I know about disease and nutrition and lack of nutrition, I highly recommend at a minimum getting on the Nerve to the Vitality Stack. Because we have one life, right? And quality of life is important. So I chose to take LifeVantage as a business and not just take the products, but to do it as a business because first of all, I actually had a medical clinic where I was doing disease prevention. I was helping people change diet and lifestyle. We were also doing cosmetic dermatology because that's where the money is in beauty. And 2.5 years later, my business partner had 1% more ownership, and she just basically wanted it to herself. I lost my business overnight. Thank goodness that LifeVantage came into my life, because I'm able to use this as a vehicle to really share important information, share products, but create a full-time income at the same time. So I, had started earning a 6-figure income in 17 months because that was my goal. But if you want to go short, small time, big time, slow, fast, you name it, we're here to support you. So I'm going to bring on our newest Pro 3s, Mark, and Crystal, I think his wife is with him, Murdocco from South Florida, just to share why. Mark, let us know why you chose the business.
Thanks, Christy. Hello, everybody. Good evening. So our story starts about 12 years ago. My wife came down with some illness that we fought for the last 12 years, and was a roller coaster ride of doctors and meds and just ups and downs and all around. So with doctor's advice, we made the decision to move to Florida. Back in Ohio, I was a business owner, brick and mortar company, construction. We had a farm together. I was a volunteer fireman, EMT. So we made that decision to move to Florida per doctor's advice. We moved here, and about 7 years ago, her health got better a little bit, but she still had more bad days than good. In the meantime, I'm trying to start my business in Florida, so I'm working 60 to 80 hours a week. Much like Christy's story, I built a company with a couple partners, and lo and behold, the one partner, after I built this company, decided he wants to come back into it. He was a silent partner, so he wanted to come back in. So I went out on my own about a year ago, again, fully on my own, no partners. And in the meantime, we're still searching for something to help my wife get her quality of life back. And lo and behold, one day our youngest boy is fishing and found a new friend, a fishing buddy, and the two moms connected and started hanging out. And that's when we met Suzanne and introduced us to the product, and life-changing. Within 2 weeks, I started noticing a change in my wife, and for the better, and just her mood, her energy level, the lack of pain. She didn't have the pain anymore that she was having. The migraine, those were dwindling away. And, so right then and there, I made a vow. Once I saw her improvements over the next several months, I got to get this out to people and really spread the word. Everybody should be on this product. It's amazing. It's life-changing. So from there, I said, you know what, let's take it one step further. And so I saw the business potential and the great professionalism LifeVantage has to offer. So I said, you know what, if I can help people and work from home it's the best of both worlds. So that's the path we're on right now, is we're going to try to share it to everybody that we know. I started taking it. I'm feeling 100 times better. The sleep, the energy level, the mental clarity, it's phenomenal. So really that's what we decided to do, is build our future with LifeVantage, and help people, share it, do the best we can to do that. So.
Well, we're really excited for your journey, Mark. Thank you for sharing. And Crystal clarified this photo here. So she had been activated in the top photo, but you had, between the top photo and the bottom photo, you had been activated on our products for a month, right? So I can just see a difference just in, again, that inflammation in the body. I don't know if you all can, but just in a month's time. So I am so happy for you guys, and it just gets better and better for sure. So all we're doing, you guys, is we are building a network of customers. I mean, 80 to 90% of our business is all customer based. And then building a network of distributors. We're finding people like Mark and Crystal who, wanted to build another revenue stream, and then actually now even see a bigger picture as something that can actually retire Mark, and they'll have more time freedom together as they're nearing that age. So that's all we're doing. It's really simple. We're part of the largest growing industry in the entire world, right? The wellness industry. And we're tapped into like every segment of that, from pet care and weight loss and energy and hair care and skin care and anti-aging. It's huge, and we're tapped into that. And like I said before, we've got products that nobody else has. So we're leading the way in this whole thing. It's really exciting. We're 12 years old, and we are on our way to $1 billion company. So never in history have people ever been more concerned with their health. Can you all agree to this? Well, right, in the sense to 2020, and never in history. Well, I shouldn't say never in history, but there is a huge understanding that we need to take control of our finances. We need to become financially independent. What if we all get quarantined again, right? I have to tell you, April, May, June, July of 2020, our business did its best business. Our business grew the fastest. When everybody else was at a standstill, right? And they were stressed out and worried, we were like taking charge. We're like, we have the vehicle to help you guys, hop on board. And, staying positive and uplifting and inviting and loving. And it's just been a beautiful ride through this really crazy, crazy times we're having right now. So you guys, it is the perfect model that you can work from anywhere. So Dave and I can go and visit our 7 grandkids, because none of them live here, of course, and build our network and build our business from our cell phones. Doing things like this, we can do it anywhere. And we don't have inventory. This is huge. If this is not the network marketing of 20 years ago, you guys, you don't have to have inventory. It's literally your own product that you're taking. And our website works just like Amazon does, and it doesn't cost us a thing. We've got an app for you tech savvy people, an app on our phone that does everything. It doesn't cost anything. And I have an app that has recipes on it that it cost me like $10. A very, very, very low entry cost. If you guys have ever owned a business, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like what? So, and again, products that everybody's looking for, products that everybody needs. Everyone we're talking to, they're already spending money on everything we have, different hair care and skin care and vitamins and supplements. So we're just educating them and helping them transition their dollars to something that actually has the science and the backing behind it. And no chemicals. So we're in all of those different countries. If you guys do like to travel, we do have a really fun incentive trip coming up to Croatia. We can show you how to earn that. It's not too late. So anyone can do this. You don't have to have my background or even my passion in, anti-aging and disease management. Anybody can do this. We just, we actually did bring on a physician this last week, a nurse practitioner, a commander for our local police department. I hope I'm saying that right. Another police officer, like we've got teachers and stay-at-home moms, and anybody can do this because we have a very simple system and we have such a supportive network of people to help you. So people join our business not just for extra money, you guys, or to help people with their health. People join our business to be part of something bigger than them, something positive, a community that they're looking for, a way to earn extra money to give back into the community, lots of different reasons. So if it's not for you, we understand that. But who do you know that is looking for a new opportunity? Who do you know that needs our products? So you can, do this part-time, full-time. Like I said, there's 2 different packs to get started with, or a $50 starter kit, and then you can customize your own pack. But if you're going to do the business, you want to be a product of the product, and you want to get on all of the products, get your family on them, start getting your own testimonials and stories and feedback, and so you can really be successful. So I'm ending it with this. Where do you go from here? Do nothing at all. I really want you to think about your life 5 years from now. If you just keep on doing what you're doing and you don't make any changes to your health, or you don't make any changes to your job or financial situation, 5 years from now, what does your life look like? So you can do nothing at all. If you need more information, we've got lots of information to give you. Become a customer. Again, everybody needs to get activated on these products and have stories like Mark and Crystal here. Or you know what, if this is tugging at your heart, join our team. Like we need more people to lock arms with to really get the word out on how important these products are. So with that, you guys, again, thank you for hopping on this President's Day to hear about LifeVantage. The person who invited you will be reaching out to you to see where you want to go from here. And with that, have a good night, everybody.
Hey, thanks.